Hey guys, it's Hakeem here, back with the final episode of Abzan Lifegain. Look at our opening hand. We have good mana, turn 2 Wayfinder, and 2 gates to support the gatekeepers, plus a couple of bits of top end on the play. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one and drop the Guild Gate into play and pass it on over to excuse me, Enclave 29, playing 67 plus 774 cards in his deck, and he starts with an Is It Guild Gate. So yeah, we're going to get the Wayfinder into play here. We got another Wayfinder, which is great. So I think we need to go, well, we've got double green, we got double white. So let's see what comes up. I always like to go for the triple white first. That's going to be my first go-to is white mana. And green, so no, I'm going to take the gate as opposed to a basic though. Fix for 2 colors rather than just one, and that way my next Wayfinder will be a little bit more precise with picking a single color maybe. So he's just played an island, and it looks like he's just going to pass it back, and he does. So let's just try and get in there for 1. So we're picking up another gate there, so the mana's looking pretty good right now. Excuse me. So let's have a look now. I have 3 green sources, that's all I'll ever need. I have 3 white sources, that's all I ever need, and I have 3 black sources. So the only thing I need now is one additional black source for a Griselbrand if we ever draw him. So let's go on the hunt for that. Unless he wants to counter it. Yeah, he's going to counter it. Okay, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. What do we have in the graveyard? Anyway, we've got these 2 2-drops, and we've got a Treasured Find, which is no good in there. And Plains, and our opponent's played out an Elixir, so he's got no counter spells up this turn. Not that it really matters, because it doesn't look like we're going to be casting anything. But we picked up the Cultivate, okay. So we'll drop a Golgari Guild Gate into play, and we will fix for double black, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'll put a black into play, that's all I'll need, and get an extra white. So there we go. We've got 5 in play, 2 in hand. So we're on track to cast this Blockworm on turn 6. We can put down the Gatekeepers next turn. I may do it just to, you know, he countered a Wayfinder. Seems like he's playing a bit loose with his counter spells. So I may just, oh, he's going to try and blow up my land. Well then, never mind what I just said about the mana being good. He's blown up a Golgari Guild Gate. So that's a green source. And now I only have 2 green sources. But we drew a Golgari Guild Gate right off the top. So land destruction is pretty good against this deck if they can sustain it. But we'll see if he's able to do that. So let's just put the Golgari back into play, which is the one he just destroyed. And I am going to play this here and gain 7 and just start putting some pressure on the ground. Because if he starts blowing up my lands, I don't want to get stuck with that in hand and not be able to cast it. So he put us behind a turn now on getting this Blockworm into play, which is a little bit annoying. So Talrand's coming out. That could be a minor issue, because I don't have much spot removal in here, and the Sweeper is probably going to get countered. But we can stick a Seance right now. We can stick a Seance and just start generating some value out of the graveyard. So let's just swing for 2 here. Yeah, Talrand is a bit of an issue against this deck. Not many ways to interact with them, so let's just drop a Gate and a Seance. And looks like we're going to have to start drawing some cards. That looks like what we're going to have to do. I wonder if he's got a spell to start making Drakes here now. So I've got the Wayfinder and the Visionary as my 2 options. He's going to snag my Gatekeeper and create a Drake. Okay, he's down to 2 cards in his hand. He'll be at 3 when he goes to his draw step. So I'm just going to go draw a card here. I'm feeling like I really need to deal with that Talrand. So let's draw. I'd like to maybe get a Sheoldred into play, but I don't know. He's got 2 cards in hand now. He's playing Military Intelligence, but he's not going to be attacking with that Talrand, I don't imagine. No, he didn't even attack with his Drake actually, which is strange. So we drew an extra card last turn. Will I Wayfind? I think I will Wayfind and try and build some more Seance targets. So let's go. See what we pick up. Wow, bunch of land. Just grab a gate. Grab another land. So how many do I have in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 1 card in hand. I think the plan is just jam the Blockworm and hope he doesn't have the counter, make him have it as that 1 card in hand. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw it out there. Excuse me. And he has a draw spell to make another Drake, but he does not have the counter spell. So we get 7 life and a 7/7 Trampler, which I can throw him at him every turn. But he's got those 2 Drake tokens out there now that he can swing in with and activate this military intelligence here. So every time he attacks with 2 more creatures, he gets to draw a card. So I'm not going to attack here with my 1/1, obviously. Did I get anything else worth seancing? No, just the life gain creature, which is pretty pointless when you're on 33 life with no Accord in play. Oh my, I got something. A raspy throat here. I don't know what's going on. He's up to 7 mana now, 2 cards in hand. I imagine that's going to be 3 after he swings with his 2 Drakes. Yeah, but luckily we've got a nice life buffer. We can take a few hits, but once he starts top decking some more instants and sorceries, then this is going to be pretty difficult to beat that card advantage. So I mean, I got the Kozilek here. He's putting a Talons on one of his Drakes. Okay, Auras in a Talrand deck. It's pretty strange, but I could end up losing to it. So let's not seance anything. It's another Wayfinder, which is good because we get to feed the seance a little bit more. Now let's come at him with a 7/7 Trampler. Let's see if he's got a bounce spell. No, he's just going to gain 5 life here. Reshuffle his graveyard. So yeah, he's going to get hit for 7 here. We are going to find the way. And let's see what we dump in the graveyard. Oh, Griselbrand. That's actually really good. I will exile that and draw a fuck ton of cards, I think. I think that's what I'll do. And I'm actually just going to jam this out there now, too. Gain 7 life, get up to 36. That's 7 cards right there, that's 7 life I just gained. No, my apologies for the throat. I'm really sorry. I got to. I also, this episode, I'm gonna have to keep this fairly short. My wife made plans tonight. Apparently, she told me about them, but I don't remember them. So I've got a 15 to 20 minute window to get this thing done. So let's see. So now he's still got 2 cards in his hand. Kind of at this point, he's hit me with a Tectonic Rift, which really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna draw 7 before I miss my opportunity here. I may draw 7 more. I may draw 7 more after that. So I've got an Angelic Edict and a Planar Cleansing. So that's really good. So he doesn't attack at all. And he's got 1 card in his hand. 1 card in his hand. I'm not going to Seance the Missionary. I'm not going to Seance the Missionary. I am going to... Do I swing with the team and try to blow up the board? Is that 1 card in his hand a counterspell? I don't think... Well, I mean, I can't block his flyers. So I'm just going to swing with the team. Just going to swing with the team. See what he does. You know, maybe I just Edict the Talrand. And then if he has the counter... So we're getting in for 7 here, which is pretty big. I mean, so many different lines I could take here. Get 7 mana. I could go to 8. Then I could Accord and start creating flyers. Let's see if the Accord lands. Okay, the Accord lands. So let's cast Gatekeeper. See if that lands. Okay, and there's that phone again that I didn't know about. So we're gonna gain 7, go to 36. Get an Angel, and we're going to Seance a Missionary. Oops, I'm going to have to discard 2 cards, which is going to be Golgari and Selesnya, because I've got 2 of each. Then we're going to Seance, actually I'll Seance the Gatekeepers, just to get that life total buffer even higher. Going to go up to 43 here now. This deck gains a fuck ton of life, you know. It gains a lot of life. So now we're going to have the Flyer Army going on. He's still down to 1 card in hand. And he's just coming in with, he's coming in with 2 guys he needs to draw a card. Actually, he's bringing all 3. Which, I don't know, I'm going to get another flyer at the end of my turn. And come in with a 7/7 Trampler here. So I'm not even going to, I mean, he's playing blue red. He could have shock. I want my flyer to kill him. So, I mean, I got 43 life. I'm not going to bother blocking. Yeah, shock would kill my Angel and give him another Drake. So I'm just going to, yeah, there's the shock. So, he's just going to send it at my face to create a blocker. And then he's going to take off because I guess he realizes that I got the I got the next Angel coming into play. And I've got the 7/7 Trampler, plus the 2/4, which I will bring. I'm not going to Seance anything right here right now, because I don't think I have to. So let's just jam all 4 of these guys in and see if that gets there. I don't know if he's got a bounce spell or something, maybe. He blocks the Talrand. I think I'll deal damage to the Talrand. He's taking 15. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a bit of a strange deck. I mean, he stuck a Talrand with a military intelligence, which is not something I've seen before, which seems pretty good though. I'm starting to think now young Pyromancer might even like a few copies of military intelligence. Although if you're playing control, I don't know where you'd slot it in. But at the end of the day, they're exiling a Griselbrand and drawing 7 cards. I could have drawn probably up to 21. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. So I think that's what took the game. I'd like to get in and play another one, but like I said, my wife is she's got to get out with her friend for some coffee. They're going to Starbucks or something. I don't fucking know. Apparently she told me about it. I don't know. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the final episode. Hope you enjoyed the deck. Thanks for watching, and we will see you with another deck tomorrow.